Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Roky and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Rocky's ability to understand and respond to his formal on-leash obedience commands, the correction and very little motivation that we give the puppies when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand. That leaves his left hand free to give any correction that's needed. And the only correction that we give here at school is a tug and release on the training collar. And that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Rocky's going to come home with his very own training equipment. You're going to be taught how to use that properly during your follow-up training session tomorrow. Now Rocky's sitting very nicely at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that they're going to demonstrate for us is heeling. Heeling is proper leash walking, and the command is Roky heel. Now at this point, Roky has a job to do, and he needs to have a job to do. And that is to walk nicely next to your left leg. When you're out on walks, you don't need to be being dragged down the street. He should be walking next to you like a gentleman, and when you stop your feet, he has been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for his next command. So no matter what pace you decide to walk, or if you decide to change direction, he should do the same. If you stop your feet, he should sit and wait for you to tell him what to do next. And the next command that Rich is going to demonstrate is the sit-stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. You're going to start out with a 30-second long sit-stay and work slowly up to 3 minutes. When Rich returns back to him, he walks all the way around him, and he ends up back at Rocky's shoulders, and he stops there. And Roky expects at this point to get another command, and Rich will tell him to heel again. And as soon as Rich says heel, Roky gets up and walks along with him. If he gets distracted, Rich says no heel and reminds him. When he stops, Roky sits. Rich will leave him in another sit-stay. And you can practice these exercises right in your home. You don't have to go outside in the heat. His house manners are what's most important, so practice. This time Rich will call him, and this is the come on command. It's Roky come, and he's supposed to come and sit, which he did very nicely. Then he goes back to heel position and back sitting. That was very well done. And Rich told him good boy. So it's not a lot of praising over the top, because then he gets too overstimulated. So a good boy or a little pat on the head is plenty. Rich leaves him in another sit-stay. He walks out to the end of the leash and turns to face him. He uses his name on this command and the word come. And he guides him in with his leash and has him sit right in front. This is a baby. And he's doing a really good job. I'm very proud of himself. And this gives you something to do with Roky that's positive, that gives him a sense of accomplishment, that gives you quality one-on-one time with him without being mugged. Now the next command that we're going to demonstrate is the down from a heel position. So with the dog seated at your left, you take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, give the one-word command to down and stay. Your long down stay, you're going to start out at about 45 seconds and you're going to work slowly up to 5 minutes. Now will take you some months. When Rich returns back to him, again, he walks all the way around him, returns back to his shoulders, stops, and then gives him another command. He's really doing very, very well. He's an adorable puppy, and we're going to help you get through these baby months.
Stay.
Down and stay. Very good. And this time Rich will call him out of that down. If he doesn't sit, oh, we got a leaf. Oh, wait, leash is tangled. Rich makes him complete the command. Then he goes back to heel and back sitting. Very good. Now the very last command that we're going to demonstrate for you is going to be your down from a distance, because it's very hot and humid today. These black dogs don't hold up well in the heat. Rich is going to leave him in a sit stay. He's going to walk a couple feet out in front of him. He's going to turn to face the puppy. He uses his right hand to give the command. And Rocky's going to be Rocky right now. But you can't give up. When he does this kind of stuff, which he will do, and you can see that he actually knows it, you have to be the enforcer. You can't let him get away with it. You can't say, look, he's not doing it. You have to make him do it, because you see he knows how to do it. Now, we've demonstrated for you all of Rocky Baby's formal on-leash obedience commands. His heel, his auto sit, his sit stay, his down stay, his down from a distance, and his come. These are the exercises that we're going to be asking you and encouraging you to practice with Rocky, because the end result is a calmer, easier to live with puppy that knows his obedience commands. We've enjoyed having him. We know that you've missed him, and I'm sure you can't wait to see him. We will see you tomorrow, and thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.